everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're the Garceau twins, Carly and Britta, and we're happy to have you. If you like this video, please subscribe before you leave. Today we're doing another Empties video. We try to do these seasonally, but I feel like we recently did one, but our Empties bin is full, so here we are with another Empties. Okay, so we have a lot to go through, so as always, we're gonna real quick touch on everything, say if we would repurchase it, and move on so that we're not here forever, because we like doing these, but we don't want to be here too long for you guys. So first up are two Dove products. This is the Dove Refresh and Care Unscented Dry Shampoo, and then I have the Dove Style and Care Flexible Hold Hairspray. Love them both. Real quick on the dry shampoo, I tried another brand, and that one's been lasting me a long time, so I just haven't repurchased this, but this is my favorite Dove one. I love that it's unscented. The hairspray. I just need to bring this up because we've been using this hairspray for probably 10 years, and
maybe 11.
Finally discontinued it, and my heart hurts.
Yeah, it's sad when that happens.
It's so sad. They have the micro mist, so I repurchased that one, but I don't like it as much, and you get more product in here for the same price. I like this one more. It lasts me a lot longer, and it is like $6 for this hairspray. It's not expensive, but it's not super cheap if you're buying it you know, I don't know, it's not cheap, or it's not expensive. I shouldn't complain about the price, but I just like how this one lasted me so much longer. I like the spray on it better, but they don't make it anymore, so I can't repurchase this, but they do have a micro mist version that is good. Dove is the only hairspray I'll use. Yeah, it's so good. I never use hairspray. I don't know why. Okay, these are some recent things. Curel recently sent us their Hydrotherapy Wet Skin Moisturizer, and I actually ended up loving it. I went through the whole bottle. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in our monthly favorites. Yeah, it's so good. I would definitely repurchase. I actually am. Do they sell Curel everywhere, like Target? It's at Target, it's like $10. Okay, yeah. And yeah, it has a lot of those sorry, our dogs are barking. It has a lot of those key ingredients that we love, like ceramides and vitamin E, oatmeal extract, which is in all the Aveeno moisturizers, and yeah, it really soothed my skin. I love wet skin moisturizers because I always put moisturizer on my wet skin. If you didn't know, that's the best way to lock in the moisture to your skin barrier. So yeah, really love this, and I will definitely repurchase. It was a pleasant surprise when something ends up working out really great. And I have two body lotions. I might have some more in the bin. Honestly, we can't see what's at the bottom there. But I have the Vaseline Extremely Dry Skin Rescue. And I think Vanessa recommended this here on YouTube. And she put it in the comments that she was really loving it for dry skin. And I did really, really like this. It lasted me a good while. It's 13.5 ounces. It was super inexpensive. But I do like the Curel one more. I felt like it was more hydrating. This one was just a really standard, good hydrating body lotion. Unscented. But it wasn't, I don't know, the other one for some reason it just makes my skin feel so supple. And then I also have the Aveeno Baby Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This one is 18 fluid ounces. You get so much product in here. Baby, yeah, it's unscented. Again, it has those same the colloidal oatmeal in it. It's dimethicone. Moisturizes for 24 hours. This one's really, really good, but I think it's better for the summer because it's a thinner consistency. The Curel one is thick, you know?
I think it's middle. I've had thicker lotions.
Oh, I thought it was pretty thick. But this one's a little bit thinner, so I feel like this one's good for summer. This one was good for winter, but I really like them both. I would repurchase both. Okay, actually two more body lotions. I'm just going to go through them quickly. One of them is Sympathy for the Skin by Lush.
You went through that?
Yeah, and I freaking love it. It's so good. I hate that there's added fragrance, but the fragrance is so good that I just look past it.
Yeah.
I said this in my last, I think our last favorites video, or two favorites videos ago, but I'm definitely going to repurchase this every winter. It's a little pricey for just a body lotion, and I felt like we went through it really fast, so for that reason I can't really justify the price, but I said every winter I would definitely buy one, and then I'll let myself have that treat and then be done with it, because I think it's a little too heavy for the summer anyways. But if I had unlimited money, I would absolutely buy this one after another, after another, after another. It's honestly my favorite body lotion. I'm obsessed. And then my other one, which also was very good, is the Trader Joe's Almond plus Honey Scented Body Butter. It came in their holiday trio. The almond honey one was by far our favorite scent. So good.
They're all good though.
Again, it had added fragrance, but it was a really nice scent. Some of the other ones were a little more artificial fragranced. But yeah, really good formula. The body butter is really moisturizing. Again, really good for winter. I don't think it would be good for spring or summer.
Yeah.
So those were all my body lotions I used. I'll go into some skincare quickly. So there's a few things in here that I just kind of stopped using because I didn't like. One of them being the Botanics Hydration Burst Dual Action Cleanser for dehydrated and sensitive skin. I'm not sure. Okay, so this was a cleanser that's very thick and gel-like, and it doesn't really foam up. So I get why it's for sensitive skin because it doesn't strip the skin, but I felt like it made my skin drier, and there's definitely added fragrance in this. So it just made my skin feel like tight and dry. So I stopped using that because I just didn't love how it made my skin feel. And then I have, this I love. I don't know why I said there are some things that I just, oh, well, okay. I'll just go on with this. Sorry, getting distracted. This is the Dermalogica PreCleanse Cleansing Oil. I do really love this. We've been using this for years. I think it's a really good cleansing oil, but it does have fragrance in it. And for a while when my skin was super sensitive, like before we got the Great Barrier Relief from Crave Beauty, that like really saved my skin. But I had to stop using this because of the fragrance. I felt like it was stripping my skin and it was just a little too harsh. But in terms of getting all your makeup off, this works really well.
It does.
Okay, and then I have a body wash. This is the Love Beauty and Planet Muro Butter and Rose Body Wash. I didn't love this, so I won't repurchase. But they have like no sulfates, no parabens, no dyes. It's made from 100% recycled plastic. It's vegan, cruelty-free. So I like what this brand stands for, but I didn't feel like this was super moisturizing, but I didn't hate it. So I used it up, but I definitely won't repurchase. What do we have here? This is a hair product. Sorry, I'm going all over the place. This is the Joico KPak Intense Hydrator treatment for dry damaged hair. Our hairstylist recommended this, and I did really like it. This tube, it's 8.5 ounces, but it lasted me a while. Don't you think?
I still have it.
Yeah, it lasted me a really long time. I feel like we got this when we first got our hair done. It's really over a year ago.
You may.
Yeah. And it lasted me a good while. I just used a little bit of this on the ends of my hair, and I do think it really helped with the dryness of my hair.
Okay, I'm going to move into some skincare. Every video we have a Thayers toner.
Yeah.
This is the Unscented. The label came off, but it's the Unscented. Is it the Witch Hazel toner?
Yeah.
We love this stuff. It's just very basic. We always have one around. I already repurchased. We'll continue to repurchase. It's good stuff. But I have been using less toner. I will say that. I realized that
Me too. I only use it in the morning.
Yeah, I was using too much toner. Now I don't even use it in the morning every day. Like I'll just like rotate days. And it was kind of stripping my skin. Even this, and it's so gentle. So I haven't gone through the next bottle, and it probably will take me some time. I have two moisturizers.
I'm almost done with that one.
They're both so good, and I would repurchase both of them. The Make Prem Hydrate Me Micro Tension Cream. So amazing. We've talked about this before. We love Make Prem. They're such a good Korean brand with really good ingredients. This was so moisturizing. It had so many oils in it, but you didn't even need like an extra face oil.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so lovely. I would repurchase, but I feel like it's a good winter moisturizer.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd use it in the summer. It was like too heavy.
But overall, I think I like their Safe Me Relief Cream.
Oh yeah, I do
more.
like the Safe Me more, so maybe I would repurchase that one over this, but it's still really good. And I guess if I'm picking between these two, I would repurchase the Make Prem over the Farmacy. We really love Farmacy, especially like specific products from them. But they actually just sent us their new moisturizer, and I like it more than this one. What is it called?
It's the one with the CBD in it.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but you probably know.
Haze or something.
Yeah, something Haze.
or Haze.
Better Days Ahead.
Better Days Ahead.
Yeah. I like that so far more than this, and that's saying a lot because I do really love this moisturizer, but like I said, I like the Make Prem over this
This is suitable for oily skin because it's like a lightweight, almost gel moisturizer.
Yeah, I would say it's a gel moisturizer.
Yeah.
They say it's a lightweight moisturizer, but it has a gel texture. So yeah, this would actually be really good for the summer. I'm actually kind of bummed I used it up before the summer, and I used it a lot in the winter, and I actually do think it would be really good in the summer. I don't know. I might repurchase this. They're both good. They're all good moisturizers. Really good moisturizers. And then my last, I think it's my last skincare item, is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. And I used this up, and I thought I couldn't live without it, but then I've been without it for a month now, and I've been just fine. So I actually don't think I'd repurchase.
I stopped using it because of the whole humectant thing.
Yeah, like we read that if you live in a dry area, which we do, we live in Los Angeles, that it can actually have the reverse effect, and it can pull moisture from your skin.
And it was doing that to me.
Like the top barrier of your skin. So it's taking moisture out, which you don't want. If you live in a humid climate, then hyaluronic acid is great for you because it pulls moisture from the outside into your skin. But yeah, I really liked this for a while, but then I've been without it for so long and I realized I don't really need it, so I will not repurchase. Speaking of The Ordinary, I have The Ordinary Salicylic Acid 2% solution. I've since repurchased this. I love it. I go through these pretty quickly, but they're only like $6 on Sephora because I used it on my chest. I think I've spoken about this before, but I rarely get like breakout patches on my face, but for some reason my chest is so sensitive. Like if I use anything or wear any fabric that it just irritates it, I will like break out on my chest. So I use this on my chest probably every other day. Right when I get out of the shower, I just put like 1 drop and like kind of mix it in with my body lotion, and that kind of keeps everything in check. It works really well for me, so I go through it pretty quickly because I use it so often, but I love it.
Survey makes a moist body moisturizer with salicylic in it.
Oh, interesting. Maybe I'll have to try that because I
And
love
a body
that.
wash.
Okay, I'll move into, I'm trying to like get organized over here, but this is the Satin Care Ultra Sensitive Shave Gel. I really liked this. It was literally like $2 at Target. There's no fragrance in it. It was definitely hydrating, but I went through it so quickly because it is like your standard shave gel. Right now I use the Esos, like the cream one in the tube, and I feel like those just last so much longer. So I would repurchase it like if I needed one quickly because I do like it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Can I talk about my shave gel?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so my shave gel I went through is the Cremo Original Formula Shave Cream in Sandalwood, and I really liked this, but the fragrance was too strong for me. So then I also found the EOS one that is, it's not unscented, but there's like natural fragrance in it, I believe.
No, it's unscented.
Okay, maybe it is. It has a really light, nice scent though.
I don't smell it at all.
Oh, I do. But I really love that one a lot more than this because of the no fragrance or very light fragrance. So I will not be repurchasing this or from this brand because all their fragrances are pretty heavy, and the unscented one from them is more expensive than the scented ones, which I think is ridiculous. So I will definitely just keep repurchasing the EOS one that I much prefer. Okay, a few more hair things. This is the Moroccan Oil Hydrating Conditioner. I loved this. I would definitely repurchase it. I'm going to get the Olaplex one next because I did just run out of this. I'm waiting for the Sephora sale. But it's for color safe hair. It's sulfate free. It really hydrated my hair. It helped my hair get detangled like nothing else I've used before conditioner wise. It worked so well. And I have the hydrating shampoo. I use a purple shampoo now because we have a lot of blonde in our hair. And I would only ever really use this on my roots to kind of like clean that area because I
You
felt
should
like
mix the hydrating with the purple. That's what I do.
well, I felt like even though it was hydrating, it was very cleansing at the same time. So I did like it for my roots, but I wouldn't repurchase just because I prefer to just use my purple shampoo basically all over. The one I use is very hydrating in my opinion for a purple shampoo, so I don't really need like extra hydration in my shampoo step. So would not repurchase, but if you don't have color in your hair, I think this is a great shampoo.
Yeah, this line is really good. Okay, I have some mini products here. Actually, I'm going to talk about this quick. This is the Joico Color Balance Blue shampoo, and we had originally bought this back before we got like so much blonde in our hair. Like now we use purple shampoo, but I didn't really see a huge difference with this.
Me either. I was really disappointed.
Yeah, I feel like it got such good reviews, and I don't really know why because it didn't really like cancel out any brassiness for me.
It's supposed to cancel out orange tones.
Yeah,
Blue
I don't
cancels
know.
orange.
I didn't think it worked that well, but it just could be our hair. You know, like hair is kind of hard. And I have 2 bottles of Curology. You guys know we've been using Curology for over a year now. We still love it. I don't know how I've gone through 2. Maybe this has been a while since we did a video.
Yeah, I have one in my bathroom that actually is, I think it's like expired. So I should have put it in this video.
Yeah, one of mine expired in January and the other in April. Oh, so this one I just finished. But love it. Can't live without it. It's so, so good. Okay, now I have a lot of like little minis to go through. So
can I just do my last non-makeup item?
Oh yeah, sure.
So my last non-makeup item is this Native deodorant. You guys know that we loved Native in the past. We still love it, and if I had to repurchase a deodorant, I would. But we have been using Primal Pit Paste, is that what it's called? Instead, and that definitely keeps you like from smelling less. And you still perspirate, like sweat with it.
Well, there's one that I had with baking soda, and it gave me a rash, but I didn't sweat with it at all. So it's kind of like whatever you want. Do you want the rash or do you want to sweat?
Yeah, and I haven't tried the baking soda one because I don't have a sensitivity, so I actually probably should get that one. But either way, that works better, I think, overall than the Native.
Yeah.
We still love Native as a brand. Like, I love everything they stand
Their
for.
body
Their
wash
body
is
wash
really
is so
good.
good. But I would purchase Primal Pit Paste over Native. But again, really good intro to natural deodorant right here. Like, really, really great.
Okay, so in terms of little minis, I have this Briogeo Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I really liked this. This is just like a little size, obviously, but I don't think I liked it enough to purchase the full size. I felt like it smelled really good. It helped detangle my hair, but I don't really think I classify it as like restorative. I don't think anything in spray form is really that hydrating because they need to add like alcohol to make it the spray, right?
Briogeo's 100% natural.
Oh, really?
I don't think there's any alcohol in there.
Huh. Well, I wonder how they get it in the spray then. Well, I don't know.
They could thin it out in other ways.
Well, essentially what I mean is it's so thin because it has to come out of a spray, and I prefer like creams or oils in my hair because it's so fine that it gets tangled really easily. So I liked this because how it made my hair smell, but I didn't love it. Then I have the Drunk Elephant number 9 Jelly Cleanser. I love this. I wish they sold like just this small travel size. Do they? Not alone, huh?
They might.
Because I love to use this when traveling because when I'm at home I use the Vanna Cream face wash, but that comes in such a big bottle, and this is like my favorite travel because I love this packaging, how you just like turn the top. Like it doesn't ever leak. I don't know. It's great for travel. And then I have the Triple Sec from Dry Bar. It's like a texturizing spray. I really love this, again, for travel. I would repurchase this. I think that's it for, oh, and then I have this little mini Urban Decay All-Nighter. Can't live without this. Always traveling with this.
You should keep that because I kept mine to depot some full size for travel.
Well, I have another full size and mini.
Oh, you do?
I just have a lot of it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm moving on to makeup, which is all I have left. I have 3 brow gels, which is crazy, but when you think of it, at least for me, I go through it pretty quickly.
Me
It's kind
too.
of like mascara.
I go through the pencils quicker than the brow gel.
This is funny because I actually don't think I'd repurchase any of these, which is a lot. First is the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. I actually would repurchase this. For a clear brow gel, I think it's really good, but it does leave a white cast on your brows, so you have to kind of go back in with the spoolie and fix them. But I've been without this for a couple months now. It's definitely been a while since we've done this video because I have not used this in a while. And I do miss it, so I actually would repurchase, especially since it's so cheap. But I also will say that our Ulta always has a sign for this, and I've gone to repurchase it because I don't want to place an order just for this. And they never have it in stock. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
There's like a place for it, but then it's never in stock. So I actually would probably repurchase. Next up is the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel in the shade Dutch. Number 1, the shade was too dark for me, and when they first launched this product, they only had 4 shades, I believe, and it was definitely the shade that matched me the most because the one up from it was the blonde, but this shade was too dark. Now they've since expanded, but I liked this. Like, I liked it for a while. I might have even put it in a weekly favorites. But I have been using the M Cosmetics brow cream now, and I like that a lot more, and I just wouldn't repurchase this. There wasn't anything wrong with it. Some of these products, it's hard to say. Like, it's not like I hated it, but I just didn't love it enough to pay the money to repurchase it. So that's that one. And same with Gimme Brow. I actually really like Gimme Brow for natural makeup days because, like, the difference between these two is crazy to me. The Milk one is so much more pigmented than the Gimme Brow, and it applies a lot more. The wand is bigger too. So if you want like a high impact, high color, not high color, but like you don't want to have to worry about a pencil underneath, the Milk is great. For Gimme Brow, I always felt like it didn't provide enough color if you're trying to get like a very sculpted brow look. Like you would need to go in with the pencil first. But I actually really liked that for like very natural days, which is most days I wear makeup. I don't wear like too much. So I did really like the effect it gave because it made my brows look very soft and like almost like they just looked like that naturally. Like you couldn't really tell there was a ton of product in my brows. But again, it's a really good product, but I don't think I loved it enough to repurchase it. I don't know, I'm kind of picky with brow gel.
Yeah.
It's a tough product for me.
Okay, speaking of brows, I just have one brow pencil, the CoverGirl Brow Pencil in Honey Brown. I love this. I've since repurchased it. I usually buy 2 at a time now because it's so cheap and I go through it so quickly.
It is so good.
It's really good. I love this brow pencil so much. Okay, and then I have a bunch of mascaras. So
I have mascaras too.
because if you don't know, you should only be keeping your mascaras for like 3 months. So some of these aren't like fully gone, but I just got rid of them because I can tell like my eyes get really irritated when something's old. So one of them is the Ciate Wonder Wand mascara. I actually really love this. I think it's a really, really good mascara. I would compare it to like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, which isn't that in here?
We put it in the bin because we just didn't like it.
Oh yeah, I think we had that one, but it wasn't really an empty. We had it, and it flakes so much on us that we can't use it. This one doesn't flake as much. It's super black. I really like it. I love the packaging, but it is kind of pricey. Like, we're stuck on L'Oreal Lash Paradise, so something would really have to like wow us for us to purchase anything else, which I feel like a lot of you guys are probably the same way. Like, we have one mascara that we really like love, and we'll try others, but we don't, if we don't love them, we like won't repurchase. The Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara is the only mascara I use on my lower lashes. I've since repurchased this. I love it. It's so affordable, and the brush is so perfect for just getting a little bit of color on those lower lashes. Then I have the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Can someone explain the hype to me?
I used to love it, but I haven't used it in years.
I don't like this even a little bit. I was so excited to try this. It came in a BoxyCharm, and I know Emily Noel like puts it in her favorites videos every year, her Emily Awards, and I'm so excited to try it. And maybe I've spoken about this before, but I just did not like it. Like, maybe I liked it at first. I don't even remember. I think like when I first used it, I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because it does apply so much product that it is volumizing. But as I kept using it, I feel like it got thicker, and then when I would apply it, it would make my lashes look clumpy and short. They looked so short for some reason, which I never have an issue with. I always want to add volume, but my lashes like naturally look long, and for some reason when I used this, they just looked so short and I couldn't get it to not clump. So if you have like a trick, or like maybe I got a bad tube, if you don't like this either, please comment below and let me know to make me feel better, because I feel like I'm the only person on this planet that doesn't like this mascara. And then I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I actually think this is so underrated. This is a really good mascara.
I actually feel like there's a ton of hype around it.
Is there?
People love that mascara.
Okay, well, I really love it too. I think it's a really good natural lash look. I think it's good for like no makeup or like an everyday look. This doesn't irritate my eyes at all. It never really gets clumpy. I really like this. I would repurchase this one.
Now that I'm looking at these 3 mascaras, I'm like, I would absolutely repurchase all 3.
I love all those.
Which is crazy.
Kush mascara, I actually missed that.
Yeah. I'm going to get ready with us today, and I just said like, oh, I love this Lancome Monster Big Mascara, but I don't think I'd repurchase because the L'Oreal Lash Paradise essentially does the same thing. But honestly, this is so good, I would probably spend the money.
Yeah, it is really good.
And I was actually thinking they have a travel size of this. Oops. They have a travel size of this on Sephora, and I actually might pick that up and then just use it for travel.
Yeah.
Because
no, just use it for every day, because I feel like I never go through a full one in 3 months.
So I think I'm just going to do that because I loved it so much. Like, it truly made my lashes prettier than any other mascara, but it's pretty pricey. It's over $20. So I would repurchase, though, at least the mini, definitely. Next is the CoverGirl.
Oh, I think that might be mine, but that's fine.
Flourish by Lash Blast. Oh, I thought I got rid of this, or I used it up too. Yeah. I love this. Also,
me too. I really liked that one.
I would 100%, sorry about the gardeners outside. I would 100% repurchase. It has a molded brush, which is very common for CoverGirl mascaras. And I think we talked about this, but it's not like a black. It's like a very soft black. And this gave you a very natural lash, and it didn't smudge at all.
No.
That was the most impressive part of this. You could even use it on your lower lash line or lashes, and it wouldn't smudge. I love this mascara. Would repurchase. And then the Kush, this is crazy, because when I first used it,
you didn't really like it.
No, and then it started to like thicken up, and then I loved it.
Me too. I remember like we used it at Johnny's wedding. Or did we? Or we used it like this past summer.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, oh, I really like this, but then in the moment I was like, yeah, but not like L'Oreal Lash Paradise like status.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, I really love that mascara.
Same. I think my favorite part about it was how black it was. I have never ever owned a mascara this black.
And again, like the brush.
I mean, look at that black. That's like the blackest mascara I've ever seen.
And it also didn't really clump, even though you would think it would.
No, look at those fibers. It didn't clump, and it made your lashes look. I watched Sam Ravindell's video recently.
Oh, I did too, yeah.
And she talked about how like her lashes never look prettier than when she wears this mascara. And that's kind of how I felt. Like, I actually think I like how my lashes look the best with Monsieur Big.
Yeah.
But like they look pretty. It's hard to describe.
Feminine.
Yeah, like very feminine, light, fluffy with the
Like
milk.
glamorous.
Yeah,
with
that's
Monsorbet.
glamorous. This is very like fluffy, feminine, pretty. Like you just are naturally beautiful. Like with this mascara.
I feel like the Tarte is kind of similar to the Kush, but less intense.
Yeah, I mean this is good. It's also very expensive, but I'm now looking at it. Do they have this in a mini? I'm gonna check and I might buy it. Really good mascaras. Okay, I have a few more makeup items and then I'm done. This is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Prime Set Refresh. Replenishing primer and setting spray. I did really like this, but I would not repurchase it. I think that the only face spray that I like love and constantly repurchase is MAC Fix Plus. I recently repurchased and I'm like, this is so good. And MAC Fix Plus is also marketed as a primer setting spray. I've used it both ways. I think it's so lovely. It leaves like the most pretty dew on your face. So I would definitely repurchase that over this. I did like the light scent. It's alcohol free, which is really nice, oil free, but I just don't think I loved it enough to repurchase. It's also a little expensive. It's not like crazy expensive, but a little bit. Should I go into my other stuff? Sure. I have the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm, not the lip mask. I really love this. It's perfect for the winter because it's so thick and it's a lot easier to apply than the mask because the mask is in a tube and this is just in a little stick, so it was like very easy to apply. But they actually just reformulated. So I really want to repurchase that one to see how different it is from this one. So very curious, and I love Bite. I repurchase anything from them time and time again.
Okay, should I go? I just have like a pile here.
Okay, sure.
Okay, a few things that I have. Speaking of the Too Faced, this is the Hangover Primer. It's a silicone-free primer, and I actually really loved this, but my issue with it was that it expires in 6 months. And so you can see there's a little bit left, but I stopped using it because it expired, and so I wouldn't repurchase because it's so pricey for something you have to go through in 6 months. Like, and personally for me, I only have like a few primers that I switch between, like maybe this and one other, or maybe 2 others. So if I couldn't use that up in 6 months and I use primer like every day, like who can really use this up in 6 months?
I mean, if you'd have to wear makeup every day, which we don't really.
I guess that's true, but that was my only complaint. I really love it. It's so moisturizing on the skin, but again, just for the price, I would love it to last a little bit longer. I'm not sure what the ingredient is that goes bad so quickly. I love that it's silicone free. I mean, I do. This is a really, really good primer. It's just, I didn't use it up and it's pricey, so that's my only complaint. And then Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral. I repurchased this a million times. It's my favorite concealer. Then I have the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I love this. This is my favorite drugstore setting spray. I use it every time I do my makeup. I just feel like it gives the skin a nice dewy finish, but it also locks in everything really nice. There's niacinamide in it, which is a really good skincare ingredient. And then I have this, I actually just ran out of this. This is the Revlon Kiss Exfoliating Balm in the shade, well, the shade or scent, whatever, Sugar Mint. And I use this. It smells really good. It smells so good, and I use this every morning. I would put it on while I'm doing my makeup, so I could exfoliate my lips like while I was doing my makeup and then wipe it off before I put on lipstick. And I really love it, and I do miss it, so I'm going to repurchase this. I love that it's just like a clear balm with sugar in it, and it comes in a stick form. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte one. I had that for a while, but I like this one more. I like the shape of it, and I feel like there was more sugar in it. So highly recommend, especially for a drugstore product. You can do yours, and then I have 3 more things. Okay, I have 2 more. Both of these I love. The first one is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Nude. I have the sample size, and this is 1 fluid ounce, and it actually lasted me forever. So if I did repurchase, I would repurchase this size because they lasted so long, and I felt like because the SPF in it here, I actually don't know how long this is supposed to last, but it probably, oh yeah, oh no, it actually has a long expiration date. So, but anyways, I would still repurchase a small size. I do love the Complexion Rescue by Bare Minerals better than this, so I always repurchase that over this, but I love the small size of this one, so I would repurchase for travel and things like that. It's a really good tinted moisturizer. I've raved about it time and time again. And then this is my favorite bronzer of all time. You know, I should have put mine in. Mine's like that. I need to get rid of it.
I've also repurchased already because it's the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the shade Baked. And I thought I could live without this. Like, I was like, oh, I really love that, but I have so many bronzers, which I truly do. I have so many. But this is my only cream bronzer I had, and I was without it for probably 2.5 weeks, and I'm like, I absolutely need that in my life. And I repurchased immediately. I use it so much, like at least twice a week, which is a lot when I have so many options. And I love it. It's such a good bronzer. I really wish everyone would try this. It's the best milk product for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, then I have the Glossier Wowder, and I love this powder, but they need to extend their shade range. Like, in what world do they think light and medium is the same shade?
Yeah.
This is the lightest shade, and just towards the end of, I ran out of this in the winter, and, well, that's another thing. There's a little bit left, but I had to cut the net out to even get to it, and then my skin was too pale in the winter to use it. It just darkened my face so much that I just stopped using it. And then I just didn't feel like it was making such a mess without the net, so I just like put it in this empties pile. But I really love the formula of this. It's talc free, it's super finely milled, but it's just too dark. Like, this is not for light skin. I feel like I can wear it in the summer, but I want something that I can wear all year round and don't have to worry about like switching over. And
or maybe if they could come out with something that's like actually translucent.
Yeah, just something. Like, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of disappointing that the lightest shade is the light medium. I don't know, especially for Glossier. I feel like they're pretty good about it being inclusive.
Yeah, they just expanded their shade range of the concealers and the foundations.
Yeah, so hopefully they expand this, because I do think it's a popular item for them. So another reason I'm kind of surprised they haven't. Then I have the Herbivore Lapis Balancing Facial Oil. Around Christmas time, we got the set of all these little oils to try. This was our favorite one. It's so good.
I might repurchase the big size. It's something about the consistency.
It's the consistency.
Like, how do they do it?
And
the main oil in this is squalane, but to me, it's like thicker than squalane. Like,
yeah,
and
I like to mix it in with my nighttime moisturizer.
And the blue tansy smells incredible.
It smells so good, but it also like really evens out my skin tone.
I know.
And they say it balances, and I 100% agree with that. I feel like my skin is like, it doesn't get too oily, it doesn't get too dry. It's this stuff is good. It's really really good. And then my last thing is a nail polish. This is the Sally Hansen Terracotta nail polish. I've since repurchased this. This is like my favorite nail polish, I think, of all time. I've worn it so long. I mean, you can see it's so crusty. Like, it was just getting too thick. I had it for so long. But this is part of their Miracle Gel line, and I love this. I think it's just like a really beautiful like copper glitter shade, but it's more of like a metallic. It looks very metallic on the nails. You can wear it like casually or dress it up. Just a really good nail polish color. I constantly get compliments when I wear this. Love this whole line by them. But yeah, I've since repurchased because I can't live without it.
Okay, and we made it through. This is the end. These are always so long, but hopefully you guys continue to like these videos. I'm always fascinated with what people use up and what their thoughts are.
Just put one up and I watched it.
Yeah, they're so good. So we'll continue doing these every 3 months about, and yeah, hopefully you like this one, and let us know if you love these products as well, and if you use them up, if you repurchase, what your thoughts are, all that stuff.